There you go. What's good, guys? It's your boy Ebru, host of the Dinings Podcast. Sorry for being late today because I have to police children. Okay, I got two guys, man. Two grade school kids, very young. You guys know they're on my screen here. I'm looking at them now. They just don't know how to behave, man. Every night the same damn thing. Much like the Knicks. So my kids will be great Knicks fans, man. You know, as long as they just stay away from Knicks Twitter. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I have to argue and fight with kids every single night, man. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way to attach that to the Will Smith thing because I feel like we're gonna talk about that a couple times tonight. The whole Will Smith smack thing. So listen, it happened. To tell you the truth, I stopped watching the Oscars years ago. Okay? I
I stopped watching the Oscars years ago.
okay, you wanna know why? Same reason why I don't read the Post anymore, the New York Post. Same reason why many of you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get my those things here together. I tell you, man, my kids are acting up, they mess up, they mess up so much, man. So much aggravation with those little guys. But I love them. I love them with all my heart. Just like you love your Knicks. Knicks are up 53-50. At one point, I thought we were gonna get smacked in the first quarter. Into the second quarter, now everything looks good on paper. But man, the stress. Yeah, I forgot who I mentioned that to somebody on Twitter. See, that's one thing. I gotta get off of Twitter, man. I cannot stop talking on that thing. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. It's not about like trying to get clout or trying to get more followers or nothing like that. It's an addiction because you can if you want to know if you want to talk Knicks, all you got to do is hit your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times do you see your friends now as an adult? I'm not with my friends all the time. I'm yelling at children all afternoon. And if I'm not yelling at children, I'm getting bossed around by my wife the rest of the morning when I'm off. You know what I'm saying? And any other time I'm working, so I'm working with a bunch of non Knicks fans. So if I'm gonna find a Knicks fan, I got to go on the internet. So that's everybody's thing. So you go on the internet and you talk and it's just the way things are, man. So I mean, like I had to respond to somebody. What's her name? Her name is Ruby Rafaelina. I know you guys follow her, man. She's a Knicks Twitter girl, Twitter lady, I should say. I was like that. I'm emotionally numb to what I'm seeing with the Knicks at this point. That's basically what I said. So I mean, I think that's where we are right now. We just I know I am emotionally numb to this stuff. Tom Thibodeau said that we don't study. Man, I am tired of studying the same shit all the time, man. There's nothing gonna change. A couple plays with Randall. It was more today. I mean, today I guess he must like his foot hurts or something. But there was so many plays where he was just standing in the paint. I'm surprised they didn't call defensive 3 seconds on this guy. The NBA doesn't call that anymore. So I mean, he literally could have got called for defensive 3 seconds a million times in this game alone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my drink today that I'm drinking. But anyway, let's get busy into this game. Uh, Pop this up and check it out. This is the Knicks are up 53-50. Tail of the, two quarters, man. First quarter he was getting smacked. That second quarter made it look a little bit better. So I mean, 20 basically even. 28 to 24 in that first quarter. 22 to 29. Two different quarters, man. I felt like the Knicks just hopped on defensively. I think the Bulls thought that they won. Excuse me. I thought the Bulls thought that they were gonna like cruise out and win this game, and then they just kind of took the foot off the gas. So beware that third and fourth quarter, man. This is gonna be a roller coaster ride, as it should, because Chicago Bulls is not a bad team. So they're a good team actually. So let's check out the game charts. See what these splits are looking like. The shot chart has finally said it right for the first time in a while. Let me see how they both look compared to each other. They're kind of the same. It said the Bulls are shooting on one side of the floor, the Knicks are shooting on the other. I see a lot of reds on the threes for the Knicks. Chicago Bulls are pretty even all around. There are a lot of X's all around. But the Knicks there's a lot of X's on that 3 point line, man. So I'm anxious to see the actual numbers there with that. Biggest lead for the Bulls was at 12. Like I said, at that point, I think they thought the game was in the bag. So now the biggest lead for the Knicks is actually the current score, I believe, right? Game times tied was 1, longest run was 10, lead changes was 3. So like I said, it's a tale of two different quarters, man. Like the Bulls thought they had it, and they gave the Knicks a chance to come back in this game. Rebounds are even, which is interesting. Assists are even, which is interesting. Steals are about even 2, 5, and 3. Blocks 1 and 2 is about even, and turnovers 8 to 5 is about even. So this is a well evenly matched team. They have I want to say they have more offensive power. Their defense is pretty good too. Free throw percentage. Look at that, 54 to thing. I wonder if that's the key to the game. We'll check that in a second. But 54 to 100%. Uh, let's check out the three big stats. We got points in the paint. It's about even, 24 to 20. Second chance points is about even. Chicago's up with the second chance points, and surprisingly fast break points. I think that's Emmanuel Quickly. I got to give it up to Emmanuel Quickly and Deuce McBride. I think since they've been both implemented into this offense, for longer periods now, I think that we're just like, let me make sure I mute that. I think that we're just we're just getting more fast break points just off the strength of them. So to me, that just comes down to Tom Thibodeau, man. I'm tired of talking about it. We have the personnel, we have the guys to actually, um, play at a faster pace. But we just don't play them. Let's see the box score. Chicago's box score. Patrick Williams is back, surprisingly. He got injured in our game. I think it was the first game or the second game we played them. He got injured, and he's back. So right in time for their playoffs. So did he start the game? No, he came off the bench, so he played 8 minutes. So that's interesting to see what he's going to do for them going forward. Zach Levine, they got him listed as a power forward, so that's weird. Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan, they play small ball with us today, 15 to 16. So that actually took the Knicks by surprise in the first quarter. But they don't have enough interior muscle. Nikola Vucevic, whatever, he's 7 and 4. He usually destroys Mitch. 2 steals, he has 2 turnovers, modest numbers there. Alex Caruso's back as well, and this guy Ayo Dosunu. People keep talking about this kid, but I don't see that he's that good. He's athletic, he's like 5'3". If you finish the game with 10, 6, and 4, that's actually pretty good. But we'll see how that goes. Javante Green was actually starting at power forward at one point. I don't know what's up with that. He's like a point guard in a he's like a shooting guard in the point guard's body that can also play power forward. It's weird. Kobe White is back, and they also got Tristan Thompson. So I mean, the Chicago Bulls are a playoff team, and they're kind of like rounding out the roster. They got a couple other guys like Troy Brown, what's his name, Derek Jones, that can fit into the rotation as well. So I mean, they're pretty good, man. Let's check out our Knicks. Our Knicks are on a roll. We've been beating teams that we should have been beating all year. RJ Barrett now is leading us, one of the leaders in score. He got 11 points. 5 and 3. I mean, excuse me, 3 and 3. One steal. Julius Randle is not playing well tonight. 0 for 4. See games like that. He played 15 minutes. What did Obi play? Obi played 8. So I'll get to him in a second. But I mean, if he's not playing well scoring wise, you got to mix it up, man. Try to get him loose. Play around with the rotations and just to get him involved. Stop making it work so much. Richard Robinson had 10 points today, 5 rebounds, 3 offensive, 2 defensive. I'm never gonna get over that, man. Like he needs to improve on the defensive rebounding. Alec Burks is actually holding us down tonight, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. A little bit of confidence the other night from the defensive play. So let's see how long we can ride that. And Evan is off tonight, so there's not much to say about that. Jericho Sims is not playing pretty well as far as attaching stats, but running the floor, filling in lanes and stuff on defense, covering ground. He's been doing a good job with that, but just not really showing up on the box score right now. And man, you quickly same thing. He's 1 for 3 from the field, only 1 for 2 for the from 3 point line. 4 points and no stats to speak of, other than what's that? 2 personal fouls. Obi Toppin, basically the same thing. 7 points, 2 rebounds. Nothing else to really talk about there. If he's not scoring, what is he doing for you? Quick, let me see. Miles McBride, he had a three. No, he had a layup and an and one. Missed the other free throw. So we're 6 and 11. That's not so bad, man, because the Knicks are not really shooting a lot of free throws. One thing I noticed the last game, because I didn't get a chance to talk about the last game, the Knicks were just shooting way too many damn 3 pointers, man. So, the Knicks need to figure it out. We have the muscle to get inside. I don't know how we can go through a game shooting all these threes and not getting on free throws. We got guys like Mitch Robinson, Julius Randle, we got RJ Barrett, even Alec Burks, and quickly we got a lot of guys that get to the basket. Obi Toppin, we got a lot of guys that we can use to attack this basket. Miles McBride as well. All these guys can attack the basketball. We don't get no free throws. That shit is crazy, man. Hey, that's how the Knicks are. So I got to get the game going again, man, because I had to turn it off because I had to give my Malcolm X speech to the damn kids and to make them go to sleep. Hopefully they're being good. I'm really tired of yelling at them, man. I wish I didn't have to yell at them so much. I really don't have to yell at them. But it is what it is, man. Kids don't listen. You have to figure out. You have to do what you got to do just to make them obey. Taking stuff from them. A lot of times when kids don't give a damn. You gotta take it from me, dad. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, man. What's up with this game? Come on, man. Gonna have to X this out. Yeah, guys, bear with me. I gotta get this game going back. I'm quite sure the game started already. Yep, we're 11 minutes and 41 seconds into this game. Let me make this a little bigger here so you guys can see that. So MSG Go is acting up. Finally, he's back on. You mother scunt. Yeah, I have certain words that I don't like to use here. I guess skunt. I should never say that again. But let's get this going on here. Knicks are up 55 to 50 at the moment. What's going on here? Chicago Bulls. They just got called for what's that? Probably something illegal. Chicago Bulls. Let's go out here. So I mean, their team they don't have much big men, so they're not afraid to go small. They utilize Vucevic, whatever his name is. We could just utilize Mitchell Robinson if you want him to be the staple on defense. Hope you guys can hear me because I can't hear myself. For guys that he's a staple on defense, so make him play defense, make him rebound, and then just go small and let's see what can happen here. You know, even stick Julius Randle down at the center spot, let Obi Toppin get busy. You know, you'd even go further than that. Make Obi Toppin the big man in the middle, and then put four guards around him. Just take teams by surprise. We have enough firepower to do so. Let me say what's up to you guys. I was rambling a little too much. You got Geraldine McCarver's here. What's good? Mike, what's up? Doc Mike Doc. What's good, man? Trade Tibbs. I wish we could do that. I wish we could do that. Everybody was saying trade Dolan. We can't really trade Dolan. We can't really trade the coaches. Even though the coaches it is possible to trade a coach. But we're not on it like that. I might have to turn it down. Yeah, a little bit of feedback going on here. Hope you guys can hear me good. We got Soldiers of God. Mitchell Robinson is kind of laboring running up and down the court, I noticed. Salute, brother. Knicks slapped the Bulls harder than Will Smith did Chris Rock last night. Yeah, man. I mean I guess it's the topic of conversation. Everybody's talking about it. I got a couple Twitter DMs where guys are just going off about it all night long. You know, shout out to the MBK one. The guys were talking about it 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like, God damn, it is what it is, man. But I mean, it is something to talk about. But one thing is, listen, man. If something is going on, and it needs to be addressed, just because it's the Oscars, why? There's so many different reasons why people want to say, "Oh, it's the Oscars." Listen, man. Like I said, I haven't watched the Oscars in years. You know what I'm saying? Knicks up by 10, by the way. RJ is being rolled by Levine. Nice interior drive by Burks. Wow, beautiful tip in by Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, there's way that he attacks that offensive glass. He needs to protect that defensive glass. Yeah, man. So what's the difference between the Oscars and a bar? Let's say something if we in a bar, right? And somebody in there that you don't like, and you've been waiting to talk to that motherfucker, right? If you got the energy to go up there and say something to him, then go ahead. Or if you're in the midst of talking about something and somebody says something, they could be drunk, or somebody says something out of pocket. Sometimes you gotta slap a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens. At the Oscars, Will Smith didn't even get arrested. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times and in the streets, whatever, ain't no cops around. Cops ain't trying to come to a spot to get involved in something that you're just gonna get out of jail by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. My thing is, right, like if you're not if let's say for like the comedians for instance, I see a lot of comedians were coming out saying, "Oh, the joke wasn't that bad, this, that, and the other." But listen, you guys tell these comedians tell jokes, and sometimes they attack the audience and stuff like that. So if you attack the audience and on a regular, you got to be prepared to like say, "Look, I'm waiting for these guys waiting for you outside the club." Because I've been to plenty of comedy clubs in my life, and then like there's been females that were like on the stage talking, and I could see them eyeballing me and stuff, and next thing you know, they in my face at the bar, the same comedian that was on stage or whatever. So I mean, it goes any kind of way. Anything can happen. If you make eye contact with somebody, whatever, you're flirting with the person on stage, next thing you know, they're right next to you. Now what you gonna do? Same situation. Are you gonna step to the person now? In a good way. I'm talking about as with the young lady. That was just performing on stage. Now she's standing behind you, asking you what you want to drink. Hey man, you got to handle your business accordingly. So same thing with Will Smith, man. It was the wrong place, the wrong time. But sometimes it happens, man. I just hope too, like with all these Nick events that we've been having, that I pull up to these events, then and somebody don't do nothing crazy, man, because you know it is what it is. I don't want nothing to happen, but at the same time, you got to be ready to say something. I mean, to do something. Hopefully, I don't have too many people out there that are like at home and dreaming about me all night long, can't wait to meet me and that type of thing. But it comes with the territory. Same thing with the females. A lot of times, it's been a few that I've met since I've been doing the pod, and when I see them, they're like, "Oh, wow, how you doing in your room?" Like, "Oh shit." Like, you just got to be prepared for anything, man. That's in life in general. Life is just not so uniform. That's what people on Twitter and just all this social media stuff. Everybody thinks everything is so uniform. Nah, this is how it goes, and if he did this and this is supposed to happen, yo, this, that, and this. This is the reason why he's doing. Nothing is never that uniform. Sometimes you just have to slap a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. No, hopefully nobody here would have to go through that. Anybody could stay safe and stay out of the penitentiaries. Shout out to Ricky Gonzalez. What's good, man? Knicks play better without Randall. Absolutely. Just the way that he plays, man, and just the simple fact of guys, the way that Tom Thibodeau wants guys to switch and that's this, that, and the other, be accountable on defense. Too much flame is going at Sims. Julius Randle missed so many defensive plays today. I feel like he needs to be out of here. He just doesn't play the way that the rest of the guys are playing. So when he gets in there, everybody else has to conform. And Tom Thibodeau is conforming to Julius Randle too. But at the same time, if we get rid of Julius Randle, it's going to be very hard to get that 20 and 10 back. So that's important, man. So Obi Toppin can do a little bit too, man. But we're definitely gonna need some of that extra scoring and extra rebounding and passing that he does. So we're gonna have to get that from other places. It's possible. It's possible. Just like early in the year when Barrett wasn't playing well, I was mentioning trading him for what's that kid? That kid from San Antonio, the point guard. That was a good straight up trade because that kid what the hell is his name? I can't think of his name. I'm quite sure you guys are gonna put it in the chat. But he just made an all star team. So like at that point, RJ for that kid is an even trade. You know. So anyway, we could do the same thing with Randall. Trade Randall for somebody even, or maybe if Randall's better than that person, just make that trade. Even it could be for that kid from Dallas, the Brunson kid. It could be for Brunson. It could be for somebody else like that. Somebody on close to the caliber of Julius Randle, and that'll be fine because we just need somebody to make up for what we're missing. So it is what it is. What's good, guys? Guys, Soldier God is still talking. Me too. Just saw the Facebook preview. It was like, what? I got you, man. Shout out to I am Jarrell. Jarrell might pop in a little bit earlier, a little bit later. He said. So we'll see what happens. Uh, What's he talking about? Gonzalez is going crazy. What's up with Facebook, man? Facebook at one point, like I said, Facebook was giving me like thousands of views at one point, man. Sometimes it goes up and down. So I guess the more active that you are, sometimes if you're not active, Facebook stop pumping it out. Same thing with YouTube, So I got to try to be more active and come out here. But it's not easy, man. Like I said, I got to handle stuff with my kids. I was on vacation. There's a lot of different things that I was doing. And sometimes I had time, so I just jumped on. You know, just jump on whenever you can. What else is going on? We got Dale of Music. Salute to you. What's up, man? Uh, what else we got? Michael K. Apparently, Patrick Beverly approached some player in the parking lot after the game. Really? That shit is crazy, man. Listen, you got to be very careful with that. Shout out to anybody. I mean, I can't tell anybody what to do. Same thing with Will Smith. I can't tell him that what he did was wrong. He felt that he need to do that. That's on him. Same thing with Patrick Belly. He approached some player in the parking lot after the game. Okay, cool. Guys want to approach. Melo want to curse guys out on the court because he said something or whatever he said. Westbrook is challenging teenagers because they're calling him Westbrook. Come on, man. These guys need to take it easy. Play the game. Come and do what you came to do. You arguing with some dude about something like that, and then your only rebuttal is, "Oh, that's why you watching me," or or maybe that's why I make millions and you don't. Like, look, that's like a tired argument. You know what I'm saying? As an NBA player, you're not gonna fight because if you fight, I'm gonna let you beat me up and I'm gonna sue you and I'm gonna take all your money. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So it's not worth it. Why even give it the energy? As far as players versus players, eh, guys, I just wish everybody would just get along. You know, everybody just get along. And like I said, if you don't get along, then you just have to just get ready for something when it happens. If you want to continue to play that game, shout out to Twitter. Clown is a big name on Twitter. I'm telling people to shut the fuck up, and you're an idiot and all this other stuff. Like, wow, man, calm down. Just calm down a little bit. Everybody's excited about certain things, but it's not worth it, man. Definitely not worth it. Yeah, man. We got Tiffany Smith was good. Andy's here. I'm calling you Andy, man. Everybody can't pronounce your name, but I call you Andy. So this as long as you're here, we acknowledge you, man. And and you don't seem to be too upset about it, But if you want us to pronounce it properly, let us know, man. Tiffany Smith again. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Yeah, like I said, Ivan Jarrell is supposed to pop in a little bit later. He probably will pop in maybe towards the end of the third, maybe beginning of the fourth. And shout out to State. State wants to do post game today, so me and State will do post game also, man. So I'll take a break, after this pod, and then we'll jump on and do a little post game too. So Tom Thibodeau's yelling about something. I have no idea. Let's concentrate with this game, man. We got Alec Burks still running the point. See, the offense for the Knicks is whack because there's no movement. Everything is just to cause distractions so the person can go 1-on-1. That's basically what we're doing. You know, we're not every time we set a pick, we're not setting the pick for the option to do a pick and roll. We're just setting picks just to get the offensive player free. See, right now, good defense by Mitch, man, with Vucevic. Good defense there, was able to stop him, but a little bit too overzealous. Sometimes you gotta let the big man get square again and then block a shot again. But like, while he's scrambling like that, that's a bad spot. Watching this hit. Oh wow, double dribble there, number 8. They're showing the replay. That's crazy, man. Referees be right there. I don't know what they be watching. Referees are whack. Yeah, but good defense by Mitchell Robinson on Vucevic there. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson plays defense. He doesn't play defense like a big man plays defense. He plays defense like a small forward. His stance is super wide. He's sliding his feet as if he's like a perimeter player. He doesn't really defend on the inside like a center, traditional center does. So I mean that's a positive for him. But at the same time, it's no good because just now, uh, their point guard, I can't get his name. The one that just heard the white point guard they got on the Bulls. I can't get his name. Caruso, sorry, Caruso just beat him out on the box out just now on the free throw. So it's weird because Julius Randle he just doubles right into a triple team. RJ Barrett made a cut, and RJ Barrett can't make a 2 foot layup. He's like right at the rim with his left hand, and he can't score. It's crazy, man. Zach Levine. Knicks are playing good defense, man. If you notice, we're putting a 3-man wall against their slashers. So no matter what, we're sending 3 guys at these guys, forcing these guys to shoot. So that's good defense, defensive scheme by Tom Thibodeau. That's one thing I'll give him, man. He 9 times out of 10, he has the guys playing decent defense or in a spot where they can achieve good defensive continuity. But right now, the Knicks have pick and rolls going on with no roll possible to happen. You know, he has a pick. Burke is going around the pick. The only open person is Julius Randle, and Julius Randle is like 5 feet from him. Shit is crazy. You see, what you talking about, Doc? If New York trades Randle and Fournier for Spire, yeah, man. Mike has been talking about trading for Westbrook like for the last few weeks, man. And actually, not trading not necessarily for Westbrook, but for it could be Westbrook, it could be Wall, it could be Dame Lillard. Anybody with those massive contracts like that, we can stack Julius Randle, Burks, Fournier, Nerlens Noel, that type of stuff in the same trade to get one of these bigger guys, especially like Wall. I'm really looking at Wall because Houston don't really want much for him except maybe draft picks because they're just rebuilding. So if we send him Nerlens Noel, Burks, whatever, these guys don't have heavy contracts, so we could send them over there and they can do what they want. They can waive guys or buy guys out, because they're on smaller contracts. You can't buy out John Wall. He makes $45 million. But if we trade Walker, they could buy out Walker. They could buy out Nerlens as well. So that could take some of the pressure off. And then Julius Randle. I don't know. Maybe Julius Randle will be something that they want over there. Who knows? Houston don't know what the fuck they're doing. They like to play small ball, so maybe Julius Randle at the four with the other kid that they have, Christian Wood. Julius Randle and Christian Wood together playing at the center and the power forward. Maybe that might be something they want to do because they like to go small or whatever. If they do that, then give us Sungun. I would love to get Sungun over here. Sungun and Sims. If we had Sungun and Jericho Sims, that would be fantastic. If they was to make that trade, then I would say bye to Mitch. Because listen, we got Sungun and Sims. We got a primary defensive guy, and then we got a guy with a lot of offensive potential in Sungun. You know, so that would be interesting too. A lot of interesting conversations to have. I need to actually do a standalone podcast with that, man. So, shout out to anybody that's watching that like to bite ideas and shit. I guess you're gonna take that idea before I do it. But I might do that pod tomorrow if I have time. Anyway, Julius Randle is pushing the ball up the court. He's being guarded by 24. Gives it to Fournier in the corner. See, there's no movement there. As soon as they make the pick and roll, there's nowhere else to go. Now Julius Randle's deep in the post, he's being double teamed, and he throws the pass right at Sims' foot. he throws it right to Sims' foot behind the back, but the guy's like 1 foot away. Shit is bugged out. But I bet you the only person getting cursed out is gonna be Sims. It's crazy, man. The Knicks offense is completely trash. We set screens to give passes to the guy standing right next to them, 2 feet away. Defense is just standing there clamping us up. We can't go nowhere. Shit is amazing. So a lot of different things. The Knicks want a stretch big, because they use Randall as a stretch big. Mitch Robinson is down low, so get a real stretch big here. Try to figure out who that person is. There's so many different players out there. We can make that move. Try to get somebody else here. You know. They want Obi Toppin to be that guy. You said put Obi Toppin in, Mr. Ricky. Right now Obi Toppin should come in this game. Right now, Julius Randle's not playing necessarily well right now. So you get Obi Toppin in there. Let's see if we can get some open offense going on here. But they try to make Obi Toppin a stretch. So I mean, if Obi Toppin could shoot that 3-pointer, then that would stretch everything out. So I mean, I think he's shooting like 28%. Last time I checked, I think he was shooting like 26 or 28%. So I mean, if he can get that number at least up to 34, 32, I was gonna say 33. Say 33%. If he can get his 3-point percentage up to 33%, the Obi Toppin is worth a little bit more than what's happening out there. Then also too, you got to give him the slashes to the basket. Give him those slashes to the basket within the offense, and then you got a good player there. Because effort wise, he's gonna be able to get you the rebounds. Effort wise, he's gonna play defense. Maybe not the block shots that you want, maybe not the gaudy rebounding numbers that you want, but he's gonna be out there giving effort. You don't get tired. So that's something that you could work with. But like I said, at the same time, if you cover with Julius Randle, you need scoring from somewhere. You can't just expect RJ to be Carmelo Anthony. It's not fair. It goes quickly. Quickly's the shooting guard now. Burks is running point. See what's going on here. Step back 3-point shot by Burks. He gets fouled. What offense is that? We got 9 seconds in the shot clock. Why are we taking a step back 3-point shot? Shit is bugged out. But yeah, man. What you guys talking about? Um, some more Filipinos. It's one of Is this a Filipino? You know, this looks like it might be Japanese. Listen, I'm just throwing Philippines, Japanese out there because for some reason I'm getting a lot of views and followers on Facebook. From Asia. So shout out to everybody that's popping in on Asia from Facebook, man. I appreciate you guys popping in here. Hopefully, what he's saying. Hopefully, the Bulls fall down on playing. Hopefully, man. It would be so interesting for the Knicks to get into the playing. I know it's gonna be like a bad situation because around that time everybody's gonna be healthy, and then Tom Thibodeau's gonna be more inclined to play some of these veterans. But then hopefully, like this is like a trial run where he could see how these guys are playing and just allow these guys to play. Don't let Rose come in here and then you just completely forget about Deuce McBride, or you just bury quickly back on the bench and just make Rose play 40 minutes. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully, Tom Thibodeau is learning these kids here. Good defensive strike there by Sims. That kid could jump. So I mean, hopefully Tom Thibodeau sees this, man, and he can utilize our guys a lot better. When Taj is healthy, if Nerlens Wells, God forbid, gets healthy, hopefully you don't forget about Sims. That's the big problem with the Knicks here. So we'll see how that goes as time goes on, man. So far so good. The Knicks are still up by 10 in the third quarter, so we handling business. I'll check the quarter summary in a second after this quarter. The fourth quarter is gonna be interesting. See the thing about it too, like we're in the Garden, so the Garden's supposed to be a tough place to play, but teams usually show up to the Garden with a lot of energy, ready to play. So between the crowd and between the Knicks wanting to play well at home, we should that should be enough to offset the other team's excitedness to play at New York City, you know. But I don't know. Go burst the top of the key. Same thing, a pick to nowhere, and the Knicks are just passing around. Fournier goes 1-on-1, misses a point blank layup. Oh my god, misses a point blank layup, no defense. Number 12 comes down. They shoot a 3-point shot. They miss it. Number 24 got some hops, man. He almost banged that in there. So what did they call in here? I think the Knicks called timeout. No, the referees called something. What the referees call? I gotta hear that. What the referees call? I gotta put my sound in. I don't know what they called here. I missed it. Did they call travel? They called a technical foul on Julius Randle. Randle needs to get out of here. I don't even know why he's in the game now. Right now, after this technical foul, Julius Randle needs to come out this game.
It's a lot of money this season, folks.
So is he coming out?
Telling him enough. I'd like to know what caused that because he got the rebound.
Is he still in the game? Yeah, Tom Thibodeau's taking him out. Come on, get the fuck out this game, man. Who's coming in? Obi Toppin? Yeah, Julius Randle, his body language, Julius Randle's body language and everything is all jacked up, man. So I mean, sit your ass down, fam. Enough is enough. So Obi Toppin's in the game here. Burks is still running the point. Sims came up to set a pick on the right side. He switches to left. He does give him a pick and roll, kicks it back out to Deuce McBride. Okay. Interior floater by Sims. So that was the first time I've ever seen a pick and roll for the Knicks there. Usually when they run that play, they don't do the roll. But Sims was open on the roll, and Sims was like, "Oh shit, I got the roll. I got the ball on the pick and roll." Yeah. So Julius Randle got caught talking shit after the rebound. So listen, man, get in the game. Talk shit to the opposing player. Take out that frustration on the opposing player. But not for nothing, Julius Randle looks swollen. So maybe he was out partying or something. Maybe he was up with the family late, but he looks swollen. You know what I'm saying? So it could be just him traveling down in Miami a little bit too hard. And you can see the residual effects of that. But he looks kind of wasted a little bit, man. So Obi's in the game, Ricky. See how that goes, man. Yeah, but Randall with the technical foul off after rebound, there's no reason to get it. You're just arguing about something that happened way before. You're not in the game. You're not in the game, and then that's it. So here we go. Jarrell is here, so I can stop talking to myself. What's good, Jarrell?
What's good, bro?
Chilling. Let me get myself in here.
See your man Randall trying to lose on purpose. Randall tanking? What's happening?
Yeah, he looks drunk to me. It looks like he was up the night before, and he had a hangover, and now his body's all swollen. His face looks swollen to me.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
I ain't noticed all that. I know he acting like a bum.
Yeah. He is a bum, man. What's this box score right now? He's still not playing well. What does he have? He has 3 points. He does have 12 rebounds. I give him that. 12 rebounds and 4 assists. Scoring wise, he's 1 for 9. So he's frustrated. The ball's not going in the basket for him.
Right. That's all it is. I think he's been playing hard, but the ball just not going in the basket, like you said.
Yeah. So he's a sore loser, man. He's one of those guys. They're up by 10, but he's arguing with the refs about something because the shot won't go in.
Yeah.
Nuts. How you doing tonight, man?
Man. Remember you said you was starting late, man. I got kids too, man. That's what it is. I'm up there fixing TVs and stuff. Like, that's why it took me so long to get here. Family man, just like you.
Yeah, how old are your kids?
I have a 11-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy.
So you're in the same boat then.
Right.
They're like 2 years apart.
Right.
So mine's about 2 years apart. So, but then they're boys, man. So they're like fighting all the time. It's like, yo, man, could you stop? They're like, okay,
Like
they're
yours is a little younger though, right?
yeah, they're 6 and the other one's about to be 8 soon. So they're like
Oh
6 and
yeah,
8.
yeah. That's different. See, mine are at least a little self sufficient,
Mhm.
so I get away with a lot of stuff. Like you still in, you got to do everything.
Well, my wife got to do everything
Oh well, yeah, yeah,
because I'm in here podcasting.
yeah.
And my wife is in the other room beating kids and stuff.
That's how I be, man. Hey, yo, salute to everybody in the chat, man. I was just probably the first time you see my face. I was on here a couple times, but if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen me before. But salute.
I mean, people seen you before, man. You guys come in here and you be so modest. People know who the hell you are. Look at this guy. He got professional mics. He got high end wine here. Look at the freaking art in the back. This guy's a professional.
Hey, man, the Knicks make me. You got to enjoy life when you're a Knicks fan, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the chain too. You brought the chain out.
Oh,
Too.
thank you, man. I figure I put it on for the people. Know what I'm saying?
God.
You know where we from, man? We from the same place, same age.
Yeah, no doubt. So you watching this game? What do you think? What's going on here to you?
Everything looks like it's supposed to look. Like the Bulls are shorthanded. I'm actually shocked that we're winning though. To be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Because like you said, I caught the first part of your show. Like you said, when the first quarter came in and Zach hit like 4 straight, I thought it was over. I was like, this is gonna be a long night.
Yeah, just the swag too. The swag that they had out there, they was like,
Right.
yo, we smack these cats, man. To hell with it. And they came out too and they played small ball. They had like Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan at the forwards.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Because they was actually talking about that on Sim's show earlier. They was talking about DeRozan and Randall will probably match up because they're so short-handed. Like he's been playing the 4 lately,
right.
which is
But-
nuts because he's a 2 guard.
Nothing. Everybody's coming back. Patrick Williams just came back. Tristan Thompson's over there.
Right.
Javon McGee. They have a lot. Javante Green. A lot of these guys are just been taking over since did have the injuries. But Alex
Right.
Caruso's back too. So they're
Right.
getting close to being 100%. So this is really the full Bulls roster right now.
Because they just got Patrick Williams back, right? And he got hurt with us in the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
Like the first game that we played him, I think Mitch hurt him, and he
Yeah.
broke his wrist.
Yeah, it was kind of like a dirty play. I think it was like a
Yeah,
foul.
it was.
Yeah, that shit
It
was
was.
dirty.
It was dirty.
Yeah.
It was dirty, but Mitch on our team, so we was good with it.
Right.
For us, it's just hard nosed defense.
Right. So we might be just catching these teams since they haven't played together in a long time, so we kind of catching them in a bad time.
Right.
And so it's good for us, man. So I mean, all this winning, what is that going to do for us right now?
It puts us in draft purgatory, just like everybody, unfortunately says, but it is what it is, man. The only difference is when you're at least winning and you're not going to be high in the lottery as a young team, it's better than us losing with vets like we were in the beginning of the season.
Right.
At least that's what it looks like because Deuce is getting more minutes. Sims is getting more minutes. As long as we keep going doing that, we'll be fine. And Grimes will be playing a whole lot more if he wasn't hurt. So
Yeah, word up. We've won and we've lost so many different ways this year.
over and over again, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Over and over again.
Yeah, the beginning. Remember, the starters weren't playing good, and the bench was the ones that were playing better than the starters. RJ wasn't
Right.
playing. Tom Thibodeau was throwing him under the bus. We blamed Kemba Walker in the beginning. Then Kemba Walker came back and had a couple 40-point games. It's like
Right, exactly.
so many different Knicks teams this year.
Kimba came back first game and dropped 40. Like, look
Yeah.
at me now.
And then look at the Knicks now. Like we're finally playing a couple new kids here.
Mhm.
Sims run. You got Juice McBride and whatever. And now this is probably the hottest Knicks been all year right now.
Probably because they're running and playing faster with Obi on the floor. Everybody knows the difference between him and Randall so far.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost obvious. But see, Obi is just weak, though. Like,
Yeah, that's the only thing.
what time stamp you on? What I got like 106 in the third.
I'm at 49.
Oh, so you ahead of me. I just saw Obi just go up weak as hell on a little layup. It was like, that's not going to work here.
Yeah. Just his stature too. Just him standing next to Javante Green. Devontae Green is stronger than him.
Right.
You know, DeMar DeRozan, he's standing right next to DeMar DeRozan right now, and DeMar DeRozan looks way bigger than him. You know,
DeRozan is stronger than him. You could tell.
yeah, but that's a small forward shooting guard compared to a guy that people want to see him play small ball center. Christ's sake.
Yeah, that's the thing. But do you feel comfortable? Okay, like everybody wants Randall gone, right?
Yeah.
So, if Randall's gone, that means Obi is the starting power forward. Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with it, man, but I mean, I feel like that guy needs to go in the gym with me. You know, I don't know who he's working out with. They must be working at Jack LaLanne or whatever the fuck they got going on nowadays.
Much as I hate Randall, the only reason I would be cool with Obi starting is if we actually get a point guard that passes the ball.
Right.
Because if it's just the way that we use him now, he won't be effective. So I don't see why, like, going forward, it has to change or we need to get rid of him.
Right. I mean, just look at the offense right now. They just got a pick just now, but it didn't lead to no roll. It's just like a pick to the corner and just fade out and shoot it.
It's always like that. I see they actually gave. Oh, never mind. I was about to say they actually gave Deuce the ball, but nah, he just passed it.
Yeah.
As he was walking up.
Yeah, so you're about to catch the last play of the game right now. You watching the last play?
It's 10 seconds left. Hold on.
Yeah, check out the last play of the game. Well, last play of the quarter, I should say.
Yeah. What's the point of that play? Like that, it goes nowhere.
Right. It's a pick and roll for RJ to get a fade towards his left hand.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a bad shot and a bad play.
Yeah.
We need a point guard, man.
Yeah, but if we get a point guard, you know, I don't know what John Thibodeau's gonna use the point guard.
Right, because I actually think Quickly seemed like he's good enough. Next year in his third season, Quickly should be able to start.
Yeah.
Because if not, who do you get in here? And that's just a slippery slope. You just have to get somebody. What if they strike out again? Then what do you do?
Yeah, and then listen, we already paid Rose. We got Derrick Rose. You're paying him as a starting point guard, but he's like
right.
a bench guy.
Yeah, Derrick Rose should not be the starting point guard. If anything, I would like to see Quickly and D Rose. Well, Quickly start and D Rose come off the bench and Deuce.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to get rid of Burks. So unless there's a trade, if something has to happen. No way this roster is constructed like this going forward after this season. Can't be.
Right.
They can't go back.
But that's the thing. If we make a trade, because shout out to Mike. This guy Mike, he keeps he has this trade idea where he wants to get Russell Westbrook. But if you think about it, you want to trade Julius Randle, you want to trade Nerlens Noel, you want to trade Burks and these guys and Walker. The only play that we can get, is those guys that make the mega money like that.
See, the only thing with Russ, though, I don't think Russ would like playing on this team. Like, it's like we have one of the youngest teams in the league. Like, I don't think Russ would want to play with us.
Right.
And not saying, and plus, his salary is crazy. And Russ is obviously a Hall of Famer, but he dropped off. And I don't think he'll have fun playing out here.
What about John Wall? What about him?
Another big contract.
That's about it.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. We need one by any means necessary. So if they do bring in John Wall, how mad can I be? It has to be somebody. Unless we want to overpay for Jalen Brunson, which I don't want to do.
Well, that's the thing. And also too, this is the trajectory of Emmanuel Quickly. How much better is Brunson than Quickly if he is
exactly
at all?
Exactly. And we don't have to pay quickly for another 2 years, I think, right?
Right.
I
mean, so it works. I mean, at least Quickly's here. He knows the offense. And then Quickly, if you want to stick Quickly in the corner, waiting for Julius Randle to pass on the ball, that kind of works because that's Quickly's game anyway.
Well, shout out to Dennis in the chat. He said Colin Sexton is the player for us. I wouldn't mind Colin Sexton. I wouldn't necessarily say he's the answer. If we don't get him, I'm not upset. But if we get him, I'm not upset either because Colin Sexton is a dog. He can score with anybody.
Right.
It's just about running the team. Do we actually need a scoring point guard?
Well, a lot of times with these fake pick and rolls and stuff, it leaves the offensive player on the island by himself. And Sexton, I think he would enjoy that. I think.
Yeah. So the offense would fit him.
Yeah.
Because he's not really a pass-first point guard in the first place.
Yeah. I see State here too, man. State wants to do he actually wants to do post game. So I made another stream for that. So me and Stay
Okay.
are definitely gonna pop in and do a post game like probably around like 9:50 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
probably
fuck
have to go. I'm gonna go after the game. Wifey go kidnap me. She ain't gonna let me do all that. Know what I'm saying?
I wish somebody
My-
would kidnap me and my wife, man. I need to get out this house. Fighting these kids all the time, man. We need a
Really?
baby or something. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It be like that sometimes, man. Especially with the pandemic. Me and my wife don't go out that much because of that.
Right. At least your wife likes you, man. I don't think my wife likes me.
Yeah, she does like me. I'm not gonna lie. She does.
Yeah.
So yeah, our relationships are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Your wife like you, man. Stop.
Yeah. I'm a little selfish, I guess, or maybe like a spoiled brat or whatever.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
I want her to do certain things, and she's like, man, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go to your podcast. Shut the fuck up, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. You gotta dig women like that, man. You gotta have a woman that wants to speak her mind, man. You don't want nobody that you can walk over.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, but no doubt, man. Wives are good, man. For as you get older, and you have one, you appreciate it because you can't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
forget whatever. You say, yo, how are you gonna get this money? She was
Exactly.
like, listen, man, I did this and this and that. You ain't gonna know anyway, so just don't worry about it. We got it. You're like, okay, fuck it.
Let your wife go on vacation without you for 2 weeks. You don't want
Yeah.
her back. House be in shambles. Are you crazy?
Word
My
up.
house would go nuts if my wife left.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
We
So-
holding the lead, man. I'm actually shocked. No third
Yeah.
quarter death. We actually came up. I like it.
I'm gonna see what's going on in this third quarter. What was the game? The game summary there.
Yeah, I ain't looking no stats or anything. Hold on.
Well, the third quarter it was 28-25. So that's about even. But we led that, so that's pretty good. 84-77. That's incredible, man.
Burks got 24. I ain't realized that. He did have a good second quarter though,
Yeah,
because he scored like 13, 14 in the second quarter alone. I think.
yeah. All ISO plays, just standing there on the island, just throwing shots up, and they just happen to be going in today.
just so happy to be going in.
Yeah,
Mitch got a double. I'm actually shocked about that. I didn't realize he had 10 boards.
I'm not even paying attention to none of that shit. Yeah, but he has 10 boards, but guess how many defensive rebounds he got?
I don't know. I didn't get the splits to just say 10 boards here. How many?
He only has 3 defensive rebounds.
See, that's a real pet peeve of mine when it comes to Mitch. Like a lot of people keep praising the offensive rebounds, but he's in the dunker spot all the time, so he should be getting those rebounds if he's 7 foot tall. He doesn't do anything else.
Right.
But I
Like
can't knock him for that. That's just his role on the team. That's Tibbs' fault, not Mitch's.
Yeah, but the defensive rebounds, that's effort there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Also, too, you got to blame Tibbs because Tibbs does a lot of switching. So Mitch Robinson, a lot of times he's not even in position to get the
Right.
rebound defensively.
A lot of times Mitch is on top of the key.
Yeah, covering guys out there. Yeah, so a
So
lot of things goes into it.
So it's
man.
all connected, man. A lot of the stuff that happened wrong in the season. A lot of people blame Randall, which is warranted. Blame Tibbs, warranted. Blame Leon Rose, warranted. When you suck that long for a season, everybody gets to blame.
Yeah.
Multiple people could get fired in the offseason and nobody will bat an eye for it.
So what do you think should happen, though, man? I mean, if we keep winning like this, because right now we're basically dominating the Bulls. After the first quarter, we've been dominating them since. Just like, if we win today, there's a couple other games coming up that's very winnable. So if we win the gauntlet, I think maybe Cleveland and then the Nets. Those are 2 teams that might give us trouble. But outside of that, we can possibly run the gauntlet for the rest of the season. What does that do for us?
I mean, it's possible, but at this point, Tibbs hasn't shown me. I mean, other than this little stretch run, Tibbs hasn't shown me that he's going to do that. Like, I don't know. I don't believe this yet. Like, it's only 4 games.
Right.
Like, it was a stretch in February. How many games did we win in February alone? Like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not, this is the end of the season. I don't expect us to make the play-in. So this is almost like, a rehearsal for next season. But the roster has to change. It has to. Okay. Quick. I just saw quickly a little dump shot to little dump off to Obi.
Yeah. So where do we go from here, though? You know,
You
like
talking about like if like fire Tibbs or I don't think that's gonna happen.
yeah, it's definitely not gonna happen. But just roster wise, because the roster definitely has to change. But where's the change gonna come from?
I think they have to make a decision on Randall. I think Randall's the smoking gun with everything. Because if you get rid of Randall, you possibly could bring a point guard back. Like I talked about Jalen Brunson. I don't want to overpay for him, but you could trade him for Randall. Almost straight up to compare to the money because Randall doesn't make that much.
Right.
But then if we got Jalen Brunson, it's not like I'm doing cartwheels for Jalen Brunson either. So, like I said, like that's Leon Rose's job to figure out who to get, but he got to get somebody in here. Like we don't know who he's going to get. It could be anybody at this point.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson. He don't like just name recognition. It's just the way that I seen him play when we played against the Knicks. He just looks regular.
Right. He doesn't move the needle. You're not going to be excited about Jalen Brunson. It's just going to be a solid point guard, and he's consistent.
Yeah, and he could probably come off the bench just as quick.
Oh yeah, like say if you did get Jalen Brunson, but the only thing if you get Jalen Brunson, you're going to have to pay him. So if you pay him like that, you can't bring him off the bench.
Yeah, I know. And then like State says, the freaking MSG politics is undefeated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I forgot you had your little sound pad over there. Hey, yo, I'm gonna guess you ain't got no applause, a little golf clap or something. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that one.
I did that. Yeah, I like the kids. That's cool.
Yeah, I got a couple
I
things.
did that one.
Yeah, I also got a curse button too. So if you like to say mother, I get to do that too. But we curse so much that I'm gonna break my finger trying to push that button.
Right, especially if I'm on here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to chill.
Yeah, man. That's cool, man. I like the wine thing. What are you drinking? What kind of wine you like to drink?
This is actually Snoop Dogg's wine, that Crime 19. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're being sponsored, but I figured, I'd tell you the truth of what it is. This is the Snoop new joint. It's all right. It ain't bad. It ain't that expensive. It's cheap.
What's it called?
It's called 19 Crimes.
1919 Crimes.
It's called 19 Crimes, but they got like different they have different types of the same type of wine. But the wine is called 19 Crimes and Snoop has one of them. That's the only thing I really know about it.
Okay, cool. I got to check that out. But I'm also not drinking this year too. I'm trying to see how long I can be for.
Yeah, you was telling me that, so that's dope too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop sipping on your show. I ain't gonna sip no more. I'm cool.
I keep sipping, man. I used to have a bottle of whiskey sitting right underneath my
For real,
seat.
I remember we used to crack. You used to crack a beer on the show sometimes. You was tapping into everything. You was like,
I had my little Knicks sleeve and stuff.
Yep.
So
I remember that.
It's funny that I like Michelob Ultra. So now Michelob Ultra is a sponsor of the Knicks. So I wonder if they got the sponsor just for watching me drink that beer on live.
And you stop drinking when your favorite beer becomes the sponsor of your favorite team.
yeah, basically. Also, got a super chat here. You got Dela Music 50. He said, I don't want to get Deuce. I don't want to get Jalen Brunson. He says Deuce locked him up. Absolutely. Why pay for that? What time is it? It's garbage. It's garbage time. Right about
what
that.
time is it? It's garbage time. And I'm a huge Deuce fan, man, because I actually watch college basketball. So I seen Deuce lock up Cade Cunningham last year. Like I seen all that. So when we drafted him, I was actually psyched about drafting him. I didn't know he was going to get shelved in the G League all season, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, because even Deuce say, like you said, Deuce, I saw that game when he locked up Cade Cunningham too.
Mm-hmm.
Stripped him and then went down and banged on him.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a famous game. So anyway, like the next year he actually can make that leap where he could possibly be like a legit rotation guy.
Right.
And then you got Quickly already. And then if we make a trade, like we're gonna have Rose too. And then if we make a trade for point guard, now we got too many point guards. Now what do we?
Right. I just thought about that. I thought about that too because I knew, I always knew that Deuce and Grimes were dogs. I said that in the chat here all the time, right? So I was a big fan of those in college. So when we drafted them, I knew Deuce wasn't gonna get any minutes. We already had too many guards. Like it was almost like We didn't have no guards last year. We got rid of Alfred Payton and we just added 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because we added Rose in the middle of the season, we added Kimba, and we added Deuce. So that's 3 players that only can play point guard. So I knew Deuce wasn't going to get any minutes over them. You got to think about who our coach is. You have to be patient with him. Like a Deuce wasn't going to get, like a second round pick isn't going to get minutes with Tibbs.
Yeah, it is what it is with that. What's going to happen with Rokas too? Rokas possibly could come over. He might just be a stash. He might
Yeah,
not
that's
come
what I'm saying. I don't think he's going to come over for like another 2 or 3 years. At least that's what Andy said one time.
Yeah.
And Andy's seen him way more than anybody else has.
Yeah. You know, the Euro basketball is a little different because like I see the stats. Oh, this guy's only getting 9 points a game, but at the same time he's only getting like 20 minutes a game. That's how they do it.
You know, it all depends. They be young as hell over there. Like they start playing pro when they like 14 years old.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah, and they got politics too, where like the owner wants to see certain guys play. So you got to play a young guy for 10 minutes, you know, and you got to play this guy. So then the guy that you really want to play is only playing 20 minutes a game.
Yep. Dang, we only up 6. 4. Never mind.
Sure. What's your timestamp? Just in case it switch. I'm at
now I'm at 7. Now I'm at 7 minutes even. Fourth quarter, 92 to 88.
Yeah, I got 6:41. The problem with Tibbs in the fourth quarter, Tibbs likes to regress back into like the lock, you know, the same one-on-one offense, whatever, and keeping guys all fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't. It's like we don't have a point guard that Tibbs really treat our team like we don't have one. Like even when Quickly is out there, he still run plays for Randall. Like Randall is the ball handler, and Quickly's just out to the side. He has Deuce in the corner. Deuce never played the corner in his life. It doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. Like with him, like that's not going to change. Like that's why when Cam came, he put Cam right in the corner, just like he do everybody else that he doesn't know what to do with.
Right.
Deuce isn't a corner player. Like he's a point guard. Like he has to have the ball in his hand.
So what do you think is going to unlock Tom Thibodeau? Do you think this is just going to be nothing? Like
force.
Huh?
Force. It would have to be force. Just like the only reason the young guys are playing now is because of force.
Are you talking about like Jedi Force?
No, I mean like he has to be forced to play them like the people that he really want to play. Like if Noel was playing, Sims wouldn't be playing at all.
Oh shit! Yo, you're about to see Obi Toppin body. I think that was Levine. He just bodied him just now.
Word.
Yeah, and that's like funny to even say. He bodied Zach Levine. Zach Levine and him look like they got the same body type.
Zach legs is bigger.
Yeah, definitely. But physically,
I'm looking at it now. Okay, face up, jab, turn, shoulder. Okay. How about that still look weak though? Like it's not like Zach moved. Like he just made it. He just made the shot. Like Zach ain't moved that much.
Yeah, weak as hell.
Zach only 6'5".
Yeah, but he looks exactly the same build as Obi Toppin.
Yeah, they just showing the replay. Yeah, he's just taller. That's it. Ah, well.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just frustrating because we try. Here goes State. State is going crazy in the chat now.
I didn't repeat the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, Obi Toppin. He said Obi Toppin is blackened.
Right.
I guess you can say that. But it's frustrating. Like we was watching the game the other day with me and State. So when he popped in at the end. So when he popped in, I was already done. I was already like, man, this is fucking annoying. The same shit all the time. And he's all excited. Yo, why are you doing it? Yo, why are you doing it? I said, yo, dude, they do it every game. But
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Only thing though, Obi is really killing. He got 17 points in 18 minutes.
Yeah, but he does that.
He only got 2 rebounds though, but
right.
It's all good. You got to celebrate the wins. 17 in 18 minutes, I'll take it.
Right. Well, that's that same game where I was like, me and him was kind of going on about that. That's the game where the Knicks came back, where the kids came through and they just won the game at the end.
At Miami?
Yeah, it was a Miami game. Yeah.
Right. Oh, Randall only got 3 points?
Yeah.
Yikes. Oh, so he never came back in the game after the tech, right?
No, he didn't.
Okay. That's why Obi killing.
Right. So that means that we're probably going to see Julius Randle with like 2 minutes left in the game, like that's what Tom Thibodeau does.
Yo, that'd be nuts if he did that. I'd be pissed if I was Jules. Like I'd be pissed if I was him. I wouldn't go in. I'm,
But
I'm
that's what he
lying.
does.
I'll go in.
That's what Tom Thibodeau does, though. He'll play the guy all the way up until right now. It's a 6-minute mark in the fourth. Right now, if you're gonna put Julius Randle in, you put Julius Randle in now.
Right. That's what he usually does. It's usually around the 7 or 6 minute mark.
Yeah, but Tom Thibodeau's so crazy. Sometimes he put the motherfucker in with 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left.
Right.
That's too late. The guy's sitting
Right.
on the bench freezing for like 2.5 quarters or whatever.
And we'll
now-
be down like 8.
Right.
And we'll be down already. But now we up though, so maybe he don't come in. I don't know. Let's see.
And so Obi Toppin is still in the game, which is surprising.
Ooh, so that means Jules not coming back in, bro. You might be right.
We'll see, man. There
I
was a
hope you
couple.
don't.
There was a couple games this year where like it was like maybe literally like a minute left, and he finally put a player in. Like, why? Why is he in the game now?
Right.
Like
I think it was like Fournier, because he usually don't play Fournier in the fourth. I don't know if you noticed. Like he usually play Fournier all of the third, and he sit him during the fourth and put Quickly in.
right. So who's not in the game right now? See, RJ's in the game. Quickly's there. Everybody's there. This
Right.
this should be the closing
Except
team
for
right now.
except for Obi for Julius.
Right.
Yes, this is the closing team. Except Jules will be out there. So let's see what happens, man. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, man. But I mean, these guys already been playing a long time, so now you're gonna burn them out before the game is over. That's what frustrates me about this whole shit. You have to game manage a little bit better than what he's doing.
Right.
Got Shaw Powers in the chat. It's good, Shaw.
Slow.
Kev Taylor's
See,
here.
I don't like the fact. Okay, right. Burks is obviously a 2 guard, right? So but because we don't have a point guard, he starts at point guard. Cool. But in the fourth quarter, when him and Quickly are on the floor, why isn't Quickly the point guard?
It beats me.
I don't understand that.
Especially since Quickly gets cooking. That game
Right.
against Miami, that motherfucker was on fire.
He was playing the point guard position.
right.
Like he had the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he needs to be. If he got it cooking like that, he needs the ball in his hand. He just needs to go crazy, take all the shots he needs to take, because everybody feeds off of that. Obi Toppin feeds off of that. All the guys get hype off of that energy. Even if he's taking bad shots, the guys are working hard. Because it's a high energy type of thing.
Right.
The opposite, if Julius Randle's there, everybody's energy is zapped. Because he's cursing out the ref, he's cursing out this guy.
Right. Especially if Quickly like actually drop 2 buckets, start bouncing around with them braids. Like the energy is infectious.
He got it moving now. It looked like, and also he's being guarded by number 12 too.
Io DeSumo.
Yeah.
Io can play though. Like he's not having a good game, but I actually like him. He a second round pick too.
Yeah. Is he a point guard or a shooting guard?
He played point in Illinois. Like he a point guard, but he's not a traditional point guard. Like he's not gonna be pass first. He's just like all the new point guards now.
Right.
Like say if we did draft Jaden Ivey, he would be he'll be better than ISO DeSumo, but that's the role where he will be playing.
Yeah, I feel you with that. Look at Burks, man. These Knicks are something else. I'm waiting for Obi Toppin to come out of this game. I'm waiting for it.
Why? Because you just know it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. 4
It
minutes
seems
in.
like he has to come. Like Julius got to come back. Like I don't think he's gonna play Obi for the rest of the. It's still 4 minutes left.
Yeah. Like somebody like Obi Toppin is not going to be tired. I'm not worried about him being tired. But just
That is true.
yeah. But Julius Randle, not Julius Randle. Tom Thibodeau's not coaching the game what he's looking at. He's coaching according to what
A template.
Yeah, a template. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
he has like a template.
Yeah, the fucking overlay. Shit.
That's why everybody knows when the 6 minute mark comes, that's when he brings Julius Randle in. He does that every game.
Yeah. He's an overlay just like this. That's how he coaches. He coaches with an overlay. Just bugged out. Not for nothing. The defense for the Knicks is pretty good. Wow. DeRozan just hit a shot right in Julius's grill just now.
For real. Usually RJ plays well against DeMar DeRozan, because you know that's who he idolized growing up in Toronto.
Yeah, that was his Jordan.
He's not doing that bad. He got 25. He got a quiet 25 too. I didn't think RJ was cooking like that.
You know, when RJ scores, do you remember any buckets he ever scores?
No, but that's not but not for the most part because he's not like uber athletic. So all of his like shots are like scoop layups and shit like that. But I don't know. That might be a good thing though.
Yeah.
You gotta think about when Paul Pierce was scoring 25. Did you remember any of this stuff? Like he wasn't super athletic. Like that's just he's just the truth. Like he was just clutch. If
Right.
RJ could reach that level, we golden. Like
Yeah.
I'm good with that. But he doesn't have to be uber athletic and just jump out the gym all the time in order to impress me. Like as long as he's efficient, if he got an efficient 25, I'm good. Like that's all I need.
What kills me with RJ is that he doesn't have any go-to moves. You know, like those scoop layups is like, God, please go in type of shit. You know, the high, scooping layups and hook shots that he does in the paint.
Sometimes, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I definitely do get that. He reverts to just going to his left and trying to because RJ's always been strong. Like even for his young age, like he's always been strong. He's been a two guard for the most part, and he usually outmuscles everybody because he's never been athletic.
Yo, so Julius Randle's in the game now, man.
Of course he is. Like he was going to come in like you said around 3 minutes.
Yeah, but for me, that's why I say halftime to crunch time. Crunch time for me starts at the 6 minute mark. So
Right,
if you're
right,
gonna
right.
make these substitutions, you need to do it by the 6 to 5 minute mark, not at the 3 minute mark. Because right now, time just passes. It's almost on 2:30 right now. The game is
Right.
over.
And we only up one.
Right.
Before we was up like 8.
Right. One thing about Julius is he doesn't defend either. He's not court aware. So right now he's supposed to be guarding Caruso, but then he stays in the paint. But then he gets in the paint and doesn't help out in the paint. So what's the name? DeRozan just scored another bucket in the paint there without any help from Julius Randle.
Man, why can't we get more IQ and Mitch pick and roll?
I don't know.
I
man.
wonder why is that not in our repertoire? What is this?
Well,
Yeah, I just see Zach just do a floater in the lane.
yeah. So also too, how come we don't see Julius Randle and RJ doing 2-man game? Who's our
Because
two?
it's usually Julius Randle and Fournier doing the 2-man game on the elbow. That looks disgusting. They need to stop doing that little hot potato shit that they be having on the left side. I hate
Yeah.
that shit.
But that's just a part of the list. There's so many different things that I hate that the Knicks do, but they just do it consistently. Like I don't know who's telling them this shit is working.
Tom Thibodeau, the coach. Like,
Yeah, but he studies, I guess, right? He
yeah,
studied.
he studies.
He
2-3 times. He watches
Yeah.
every game 2-3 times, man. We stupid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But meanwhile, we watching 70 games. Watching the same thing happen over and over and over again. Shit is crazy. 2 minutes left in the game with two closers, DeRozan and Levine, against a team that has no offense. But not for nothing. Tom Thibodeau's doing a good job of sending 3 defenders at everybody.
True.
They're putting like a 3-man wall against DeRozan and Levine.
When is how long is Lonzo out? You know,
I have no
because
idea.
he's a huge factor as in why Chicago isn't doing that well recently. Because
Right.
ever since he came out, their defense went crazy. Their defense isn't nearly as good.
Yeah, he's a glue guy.
Yep.
Hindsight is always 2020.
I wanted Lonzo.
Well, judging by the way Tom Thibodeau plays, Lonzo would be perfect as a point guard for us.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him.
Yeah.
He's perfect for him. 6'7" long, and he can stay out in the corner just like he does Deuce.
Yeah, just standing just like this, and wait.
Right?
And that would be the game right there.
Get rebounds, kick it out. Like he would be the prototypical point guard for Tibbs. And I think he was already going to the Bulls though.
Yeah, he just wanted to go out there.
Yeah, because didn't they get like a tampering charge or something because of that? Like they already knew he was going something like that, right? I forgot.
It was true. I mean, because DeRozan was a part of that too. It was all premeditated. These guys wanted to play with each other.
Yep.
Going out there. Zach LaVine and DeRozan has something going on, and then also Zach Levine and what's the guy, the ball kid. They had like this thing going on, that they wanted to play with each other.
Right.
It's
Like what
closing time.
Caruso wasn't with the Lakers when Zoe was there though, right? They didn't play with each other, I don't think.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't think their times overlap. I'm not sure. Like, do they know each other? Because both of them went there, went to the Bulls the same offseason.
Right.
That's funny. And they both came from the Lakers, just two different times.
Yeah. They're good players, man. Right now, DeRozan is at the line, and he just cut the lead to 1. The Knicks are up by 1 with 1:17 left. Yeah. What's your timestamp?
DeRozan just went to the hoop, so he just got fouled. So hold on. They just showing the replay. I don't know the time. 1:17. He at the line.
All right, so I'm gonna try not to spoil it for you because we down in the
Come
last.
on.
So I'm gonna try not to spoil it.
No. See, I hate that because last time I was on here, you did the same shit, but we won by like 1 point. Remember the last time I was on here, RJ hit didn't RJ hit a 3? He hit the game winner.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was on here. That's crazy.
Is it against this? No, it wasn't against the same team.
Nah, it was against was it the Celtics? I don't remember.
I think it might have been the Celtics.
I think it might have been the Celtics.
Yeah, man.
Wait. Hey, what?
Oh my god. I'm gonna wait for you to make a happy gesture, and then
Hold on. I'm looking at quickly. 33 seconds left.
Waiting for the happy.
Hey, yo, so that's Burks twice in a row?
Yeah.
He won us the game last. Yep.
Yeah,
so can we still keep hating Burks? I think they just play Burks out of position. I don't have a problem with Burks. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
They play him out of position.
Yeah, we can argue that for every player though.
Yo, but it's funny how IQ was the point guard and Burks was the one in the corner shooting it. Like that was supposed to happen. That's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
But they usually don't play like that. So what the hell happened to Tibbs?
I don't know what he be thinking, man. He's
all over the place.
I hate to call people idiots and stupid and this and the other, man. But like you don't know, like I don't know what he's looking at with this stuff.
Like earlier, he literally had the roles reversed, and Alec Burks was the point guard, and Quickly was on the corner.
Right.
So I don't understand what was the point of him doing that in the first place if you're just going to switch it at the end.
Right.
And we're more successful that way. So you should have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, even during this streak, Quickly's been really powering this streak. So then you choose to put Burks as the point guard and have him playing. It just don't make no sense.
Right.
There's nothing that he could say that would make anything make sense here.
What did Randall do when he came back in?
Nothing.
Not
a damn thing. Let me see what he's been doing in the box score. He has been rebounding. Let me see.
Yeah, he's been rebounding, but all those boards came like in the first half, though. Like in the second half, he didn't do much because he sat a lot because of that tech.
Well, he has the same exact stats that he had when he came into the game.
Right.
Yeah, nothing changed. Still 3 points, still 12 rebounds. Nothing's changed since the last time he came in the game.
Evan Fournier had a super quiet night. I forgot he even played. He only had 5 points.
Yeah, he was 1 for 8 from 3. What are they reviewing? These referees are annoying, man.
They call there, puts his hands on there, but DeRozan pushes off. Yeah.
Oh, I guess they're challenging him.
Burks was just alongside. Watch Burks. He's just alongside doing nothing.
Yeah, a lot of kung fu fighting. There goes the foul right there. All right, so maybe the Knicks called a challenge or something?
The Knicks better not be calling no challenges up 4 with 18 seconds left. I'm cuss Tibbs out. I just get, yeah. See, hold on. Let me see it again in slow motion.
Oh, so
Successful challenge, so the Knicks will have it.
Unsuccessful challenge. Yeah, 18 seconds left, man. Just my pop says the Knicks win the challenge, but I just heard them say unsuccessful challenge. So maybe we're in two different realms or something.
Man, out. As long as we win. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, Knicks can't get the ball in bounds.
I don't want to make it too loud.
Yeah, man.
Up 4 with 18 seconds left. This game better be over.
So here it goes. Tibbs just made a challenge, I guess, right? So did we lose a timeout? And then right now, we can't get the ball in bounds, so we lose 2 timeouts just now. Quick like that. Bang, bang. 2 timeouts gone. Julius Randle's body language is disgusting.
I always hate Alec Burks taking out the ball, too. He's not good at it.
Well, he consistently does it, though.
He's never as good. He ain't been good at it all season, fam. I'm telling you, I always hate it. I be looking at little shit like that. I be like, yo, why is he always taking the ball out?
That make no sense.
And he's supposed to be the point guard, though.
Right.
Why is he taking the ball out? Unless you're going to give it to Quickly. But now he got Evan Fournier in there. Probably for free throws, though.
It don't make sense, man. Like he's your point guard. You got him doing the inbounds for him to get the ball back again. You wasted mad time. You're just wasting time there. Tom Thibodeau's, he's probably like the most name, rank. We talk about name recognition. Like you say Tom Thibodeau, that rings bells. But he might have he might be like the worst coach in NBA history with name recognition.
Right.
Yeah, I was talking about.
You got to think about though, like Tibbs' name ring bells. I mean, we old, so we know why his name ring bells around us. Like, he's New York.
Right.
That's all it is. Like, he used to coach for us back in the day. That's the only reason we love him. Ain't nobody else grabbing for Tibbs like that. Like, they don't really. He's not like a fan favorite anywhere else in any other city. At least I wouldn't think.
Well, I was talking with somebody on I think in my YouTube comments actually. We were talking about Tom Thibodeau. Was that like when he came to the Bulls, he actually inherited the team off of Villan Del Negro.
Yeah,
they made a couple changes here and there, and then he had his team. But then he ran them he ran them into the ground. Once he got out of there. And then when he went to Minnesota, like he started off with a young team. They traded away half of the guys to get Jimmy Butler and stuff like that in there. And then he ran them into the ground. And he got fired. Now look what's happening with the Knicks.
That's because when he went to Minnesota, I believe that's when they actually put him in charge of actually like personnel and shit like that too. He was like the coach and the president of like basketball operations or something. So that's why he traded all of them people. Trade all the players, I should say.
Yeah, that was a dumbass move. If Tom Thibodeau had the same power right now, what the fuck would happen? He got the COVID cough.
I don't want to know what happened. I want to know what happened if he had like personnel. But don't get me wrong, it's not like Leon Rose has been killing it. But we have been drafting well. At least I think. But, the only head scratcher is Obi.
Right. So, State, I actually signed up to make a post game thing, but that post game was supposed to start at 9:55. So if State is watching, start the stream, man. Let's see if you can do it by yourself. Do it full on, and then maybe we'll jump in or something like that.
No, I don't think you can start the stream if you're already on because it's going to the same channel.
Well, that's true.
So you have to wait until you turn this one off and start the other one, unless you just continue this one. Well, I don't know why you're doing that. Just erase the other one.
I don't know, man. Well, this game is going way longer than it's supposed to. They usually is over by like 9:30 or so, 9:45.
Unless you want to, later on, like do clips and stuff. So you'll know what's what. Because if I'm on now, State's on the other show, you won't have to worry about editing and stuff. You know where everything's at. What is this? Why are we still playing? Like, I'm mad we've been talking. I forgot the game was on. Like, why is it still? We was only 18 seconds left. What's happening?
I was literally sleeping on the bench right now. He's leaning back.
He just looking out in the distance. Yo, what is this? Holding his up, man.
It's like the longest ending of a game I've ever seen. I feel like
Right.
it's like at 12 seconds for like.
Like I felt like we was talking for like 10 minutes, and it was 18 seconds left. I thought the game was over almost. Like I didn't look over. Julius Randle looked like hung over or something. Like, what's wrong with him?
I'm trying to tell you.
I just saw what you was talking about. He did look asleep. He had his eyes closed.
Yeah. So I think they just came from Miami. So I'm thinking that he probably was all like, him and his wife hanging out, without the kid probably, and they probably was going crazy, and he looked all swole up.
Nah, wait, hold on. We played yesterday. Hell no. He was. I mean, don't get me wrong. He didn't play, but no, he did play yesterday.
Yeah. Who did
He
we
played
play?
yesterday.
I forgot who we played. Yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we both tired and old. Yo, what is happening?
I don't know. You're only 1 second went off the clock. Julius Randle shooting free throws. Only 1 second went off the clock.
Right. We beat Detroit yesterday. He played.
Okay, yeah. All right, so they played Detroit. All right.
He just looked uninterested because the shots weren't falling. Like I don't know.
Well, maybe he took a shower in the Detroit water and he got freaking all discombobulated, I guess.
Hey, yo, that's
Yo, are they still having problems with the water?
in Flint. Yeah, I believe so. In some areas in Flint.
That's incredible. Yeah, Detroit. I forgot about that. Yeah,
I
yesterday.
completely forgot about yesterday's game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I saw the whole thing.
All right, so that's the game, man. Yo, Julius Randle already going to the locker room. He threw the ball out. He's going to the locker room.
Really? Now, see, I'm still 11 seconds. It's not over for me. He at the line now.
Okay. Well,
Looking
wait till you get
he
to that.
just looks sad, man.
Yo, he's gonna get the win. He's gonna get the
Yo.
rebound at the end, and watch how he just turns around.
Then he bricked the free throw.
Amazing, man. Look at both teams. The Chicago Bulls.
Yo. Wait. He really grabbed the ball and just flipped it behind him.
And
He
kept it moving.
flicked it, just kept it moving.
Crazy, man.
Yo, what is going on?
Well, if you watch the rest, the whole team, the whole Bulls team, the whole Knicks team, everybody's all hugging and kissing each other.
Right. I'm looking at it now. Did he really go back there? Like he really didn't. Yeah,
He broke-
somebody got to say something. Like you can't just. That was weird.
Usually he goes right to the court side and he talks to his wife and kid, whatever. But he just went straight to the back.
Yeah, it seemed like he just flicked the ball behind him and just walked off.
Crazy, man. All right, man. Well,
Man.
I'm gonna end this stream. Me and you gonna talk a little bit behind the scenes and stuff, and
Okay.
then I'll hit State up and see if he can start the stream or whatever to do the post game, and then I'll try to pop in towards the end of that.
Okay.
All right, man. So everybody, say goodbye to I am Jarrell. Say
Salute
hello.
to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. I'll be
Shout out
on
to-
here again soon.
Yeah, shout out your the other podcast that you do.
Oh yeah, Bars and Shots. I have a hip hop culture podcast called Bars and Shots. Well, BARZ, capital N SHOTZ. We have shows Sundays at 1:00. They're usually from like 1 to 3 p.m. And we just talk about hip hop, talk about life. It's usually just three black dudes talk about families and rap. So holla at us.
Yeah, and they're hilarious too, man. So definitely check those guys out.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna wrap the show up, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Evil out. 4 fingers to the forehead. Tuck of the thumb. Salute. See you guys later.
Oh, we got the gunshots. That's what's happening.
Everything, man. Yeah, no doubt. All right, peace, guys. Well, peace, my brother.
Peace.
Yeah.